Really? It's on? Hi everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am live probably for the first time, and I am going to be playing in the Sunday Showdown event by Endgame.ai, and I'll be trying to do something similar to Banter Blitz, where I'm playing, but at the same time, I'm kind of explaining my thoughts, and it's a very strong event actually. It's 11 rounds, 3 plus 2 is the time control. And we have not Jospem, who is actually Jose Martinez Alicantara, 2600 player. And the prize fund is quite good. It's $1,000 for the first place, 500 for second, and 250 for third. So I think the top four players after 11 rounds qualify for the knockout, and then those players will basically be playing for the prizes. So 68 players are registered so far, and 2 minutes to go. Candidates is happening in the meanwhile, and I'm sure many of the people are also tuned in, trying to watch and understand what's happening there. I myself am actually in Münster in Germany, which is not Munich, and I learned this the hard way. By the way, let me just make sure that my audio and everything is fine because this is the first time that I have ever gone live on my channel. Um, so I'm not sure how it works. Um, but maybe it's private right now, bhai. Maybe I need to make it public. Hello, bhai. Vivek, bhai. It, it's public. Okay. So should I? Um, Yeah. So hello everyone. For if you didn't catch me in the first few minutes, but I'm just still trying to understand everything with OBS. But I'm live for the very first time on my channel playing the Sunday Showdown by Endgame.ai in 11 round event, and 3+2 is the time control. They actually have a new platform which where you can play and kind of compete with each other. And I think they recently also launched the app. Five GMs are playing approximately. The top four qualify for the knockout, where the prizes are 1,000 for first, 500 for second, and 250 for third. And we get the countdown now. Let's go. I'm ready. Round one. I'm playing against Mick Mao. Let's see how it goes. E4, Sicilian, similar to what Anish played today in the candidates. Okay, G3, knight C6 makes sense. G6, bishop G7, D6, C3. Okay, he's trying to go for a quick D4. Do I mind that? I can go H5, which is an interesting way to kind of put pressure on the white king. He goes D4. He wants to exchange the queens. I think I will. I don't. Do I want that H4, DC, DC? Okay, I don't want him to trade queens. So I'll go takes and H4. Okay, knight C3. Mm, maybe just take on G3, open up the rook. He takes. Um, I'm tempted by bishop G4 to pin here. He's playing very quickly. Okay, he goes F3. I, I saw that I have this weird queen B6 move actually. If I have G4, knight D4, but I don't think I need to sacrifice material just yet. So I'll come back. And now he goes bishop E3, knight F6. He's playing quite well so far. Queen D2. I guess rook C8 makes some sense. Rook C1, he's playing super fast, which is a bit scary. Bishop H3 takes, and he wants to go rook H1, I guess. Maybe it's fine to do that. Let's see. Yeah, rook H1. I take. This is actually quite bad for me, I feel. I need to run with my king to beat. Weird way to play this, but I don't see what else. Okay, let's focus. This ratings, by the way, is 1700, but he probably doesn't have enough games because my opponent seems to be playing quite well so far. Okay, rook C1. Uh-huh. E6, there is bishop G5. D5, he goes E5, I guess, but maybe I should go D5. And knight E8. He goes F4. Now I can maybe go king C7, king B8, right? Just hide my king at least, like artificially castle my king. Oh boy. Okay, B4. I shouldn't take, so let's come back to b8, I guess. That makes sense. And also, I just came from comment, like I was just streaming the candidates, so I need to get in the zone to play. Okay, knight c7 makes sense. He has some light square weaknesses, so I would love to somehow go rook. Okay, he goes knight g1. I'm not a big fan of, I don't understand that move, but let's see what he wants. f6 can make some sense, I guess, to try and open up. He goes knight f3 back, rook h8, trying to put some checks here. And now I'm somewhat in control. Somewhat in control. Let's see. Oh, I'm not going to look at the chat until I finish the game. I need to make sure I don't do that. Okay, so my bishop on g7 is the least active piece in the position. I'm thinking of a way to bring that in the game, because if I can, I'm doing really well. If it takes, I take back with the pawn and then I reroute my bishop. That's the idea that we have right now. And he's thinking, okay, he goes rook g1. Okay, he allows me to give a check. He's not afraid of it. Brave guy here. Let's go with the queen. Let's try to invade. Let's go. 90 seconds each. How do I break? Can I go g5 somehow? I need to open up the position because his king is weak. Uh, e6 knight is knight h2. What? Queen h3 check. Sorry, isn't that a blunder? Oh no, he has king h1. But still, like, to put the king there should be bad. So I guess g5 makes sense now. If he takes here, he goes queen g2. I definitely don't want to trade the queens, I don't think. So I guess I'll come back to h5. This is a nasty pin for him. And I somehow want to, okay, goes queen e2, which is decent. I guess I'll come back to h7. I still don't really want to exchange the queens. Need to bring one of my pieces in the, okay, he goes there. And now I feel I should be able to sack somewhere. I can even make a pass move just to see what he does, like a6. Okay, let's see what to do here. Actually, I'm tempted to make a slow move to see how he's gonna react. Okay, he goes there, and now I'll open up the position. Takes. Actually, like bishop e5, d4 maybe. Because with the weak king on g1, you generally want to open the position. Um, Knight moves. I guess I take. He goes b5. Well, I don't really see what's the point. So I'll capture. If he takes, I take, and his bishop is falling. Okay. So far, so good. Bishop f4. Okay. I guess I should just take. He wants e6. That's what I expected. I guess I'll throw in a check on b1. Yeah, knight f1 and maybe rook f8. I can even just probably take on f4 next. If the queen moves, I also have c2. He goes rook f2, but I guess I have c2 now. Yeah, because if bishop c7, I take and I just make a new queen. I think that should be winning. Ah, queen c2 he has. Uh-huh. And if queen takes bishop c7, that's oh, but this I think is winning for me. Queen, check, king b6, and now queen c5. Yeah, yeah, this is over. Uh, I guess I can just win his queen now. Check and checkmate. Yeah, let's go. Won the first game. Won the first game. Let me see if anyone is here. Satyam Ja, hi, 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 Avengers. Let's go. Just started streaming a few minutes back. I'm playing the Sunday Showdown event. I know many of you guys uh, saw me before commentating for the candidates, so I'll finish this event and I'll try to join back. It's very exciting next 2 weeks, I think, for all chess fans. And we also have Endgame.ai, who has been kind of trying to make a lot of content as well. So I think they might make some content for the candidates as well. And I'm playing this event for everyone joining in. It's an 11 round blitz event, basically. Hi, Leon Gamers. Why didn't he play Queen? Yes, he should have played Queen C2 Satyam, for sure. But I think in Blitz, I think he just got a bit nervous. And I was able to trick him. My prediction for candidates. Um, okay, so let me quickly check how Prague is doing. Okay, Prague is doing really well. By the way, Wei and Bluebum already drew their game. Oh wow. So we have already one result. I do think that Fabi is like somewhat of a favorite, but that being said, everyone currently thinks that he's a favorite, and because of this, it might give someone like Prague. I mean, obviously, he was a very, very strong player. I think like someone like Prague's chances are underestimated. So I'm definitely going to say that Prague is going to be like top three favorites for me this tournament. Prague, Fabi, and maybe Sendarov, something like this. But I mean, that being said, I like there's also Hikaru who can very well prove why he's such a strong candidate. Okay, I think the game starts in 20 seconds now. So round two begins in 20 seconds. We need to do well. I mean, just enjoy myself. Am I switching to content creation? Well, I love to be able to do anything related with chess, and if I can kind of enjoy myself while doing so, then that's the best. Okay, he goes for perk. Aman, I can't spell his name, but he goes for perk. And I actually recently found out that this bishop g5 is a very strong move. The point is that I want to go bishop h6, and I would have been fine to provoke h6. So he goes d5. Okay. What should I do now? What to do now? I can take the pawn, but I'm not very tempted by that. I guess I'll keep it simple. I'll keep everything simple. Okay. And c3 next, I guess. Yeah. He should I go c3 or bishop h6 is possible now. Knight d4, knight takes d4. No, yes, bishop h6. So bishop h6, knight d4, bishop. Okay. So bishop c6 and bishop h6 is possible. Hmm. c3. I mean, I can just castle long too. Okay, actually, let me castle long. I considered so many options there and chose the one which I analyzed the least. Okay, bishop g4. Bishop at 6. Should work now, right? I'm gonna try it. I think it should be fine for me. Because even if he takes the d4 pawn somehow, he's going to be under pin. Okay, he takes on f3. So my idea was to take on g7. Does it work? Oh no, he has bishop e4, so I have to take here. Did I miss something here? Let's see. Might have missed something. Ah, queen d4, bishop at 6 check. That's what I missed. Oopsie. Okay, it's not that bad of a blunder. Not that bad of a blunder. Hmm. Okay. Now I need to play fast. He's playing very quickly. Okay, so e5. I mean, my opponent is a pawn up, but I need to somehow get some counterplay with h4, h5 maybe. E5, yeah, e5 makes a lot of sense to me. Maybe queen c4, but then knight d4 still, I guess. But I should probably place my queen here on c4, putting some pressure. And rook d7 next, maybe. Okay, okay. Uh, yes, rook d7 makes sense. Rook on the 7th rank is generally always good. Knight d4. Yeah, this is scary position for me, but I think I have to be brave and just hope I'm not blundering anything and take the pawn. Yeah, bishop there. I mean, rook b8, bishop d5, goes c6. Hmm. Rook c7, knight e6, rook d7. Should I try this maybe? Take the pawn simply. Okay, I'll try to focus for a minute. Minute two. I had rook f1. No, knight e2 check was there. Rook f1, knight e2 check. That was his trick. F1, king check, king b1. Okay, queen b6. He is giving up a pawn, which I think I should take. I can go b3 as well. I like this approach more. Just keeping it flexible. Because queen e3. Honestly, what he's doing feels a bit wrong. So let me try rook f1. Okay, I have 20 seconds. Oof. Okay, just check king b2. Takes. Takes. Take that pawn. Okay, 3. Oh, what? Gives up this pawn? Check, take, check. I mean, I can take on g6, but rook d7 is just the easiest, I think. Oh, mate. Yeah, we won. I got low on time, but we managed to keep ourselves calm. Actually, uh, I recently, well, not recently, but a few months back, I found out this trick that kind of can make you calm down. Like you should just breathe in and out 3 times, like long deep breath and deep breathe out. This is what Djokovic said, and I only did two, but it was good enough. Yes, these players are. But the thing is, 1700 on this platform, they have not played that many games, so that's why they are a bit underrated. Yes, I'll try to stream more often for sure. Like I'll try to make some recap videos from candidates. Like after every round, I'll try to make something which kind of gives you a picture of the most important moments of the day. So I definitely want to do something uh like that. Am I raid? It says John the Don. Very cool. Okay, so 2 out of 2 and few more games are going on. Let me see if there is any update from uh by the way, Hikaru is someone always had who has always had very good results against Fabi. So, and that's the matchup that we get in the first round: Fabi White and Hikaru Black. So that's a very nice matchup there. So we have not Jospim, who's currently on 2 out of 2. He's obviously a very strong player, 2600 Grandmaster. Benjamin Book, also 2600 Grandmaster. I'm not sure who Zero Offs is, but he's also a Grandmaster. And then we have Vizum, who drew his game, one of his games, so he's on 1.5. All right, decent start. So I mean, I was a bit worse in the second game, but I managed to trick him. Innocent guy, yes. This player, I'm not sure who he is, but he's always doing really well. And this is where you can, so basically on this platform, whoever is playing in this event and they are streaming, people can go and watch their streams from here. So it's interesting. And then I haven't, I think like so far, like whenever I've been playing, I haven't had any issues on this platform. So far it seems quite good. This is only my second time playing on endgame.ai, and so far it's quite smooth. Okay, two more games are going on. Um, ooh, is is this win? I think this is a. I want to say this is a draw actually, but I'm not sure. The game on the right between Shuvalov and c5. Maybe this is winning. Yeah, King b7 now. Uh-huh. And then what? c6, c7. Ah no. Now white needs to be smart. King b8 now. Yes. Yes, yes. Knight b6 and knight 8. Oh, that's the drawing move. Knight 8. Can you find it? Knight 8. Oh, no. This is lost now. He had to go knight 8. That was a very nice defense. And stalemate. Yeah, now white wins. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. The game will go on for a bit, but I mean, white is just up a queen, so should be finito. Finito. Will calculation be the major thing to work upon? Um, the prize pool is $1,000. No, sorry. The prize pool is maybe around $3,000 because the first prize is 3,000, for 1,000. So 1,000 first, 500 second, and 250 third. And they also have some other streamers prizes, I think. Yeah, calculation in general is one of the most important things for people who are improving to work on, because everyone can kind of, I mean, everyone is good in openings, but what can separate you from other, I mean, depending on your level, but 17 or 1800 players is calculation. Okay, and in the meanwhile, White won this game. So the next game starts. So they have a 30-second buffer between the games. So yeah, I feel like when I was kind of growing up, the one thing that really helped me a lot was that I solved maybe a bit too many chess puzzles, and that kind of helped with pattern recognition, and it made it made winning against 15, 1600 players a lot more easier. Yeah. Okay, game started. I'm playing an international master, Harsha. It could be Harshvardhan GB, maybe. I'm not sure who Harsha is, but okay. So probably a decent player if so I need to focus. Knight F3 back. Okay. I'll go knight. I'll go knight C6. I like generally placing my knight on C6. Bishop F4. I've never seen this. Okay. I'll go G6. Yeah, he goes E5. Expected. Some, I mean, some funny preparation that he has here. Knight H5. I guess knight H5. On one hand, I know it's his preparation. On the other hand, I'm curious what it is. But okay, I'm probably going to just take and play this position instead. Yeah, bishop E5, go bishop G7, knight D5 maybe. Hmm. It goes knight A4. Yeah, it's actually very unpleasant. I mean, I cannot stop knight B6. Wow. Oh, knight C6, I have to try. Knight B6, knight E5. But yeah, he had some very cool preparation. I didn't know what to do. Okay, I'll take. Okay, take. I mean, this is not that bad for me, I guess. Um, but how do I play now? Knight d5, long castle, e6, yes, c4. Uh-huh. Bishop at castles. Let's castles and see what happens. Have some compensation because his pawns are doubled. His knight is a bit weak. Knight b6 is a good move for sure. For sure, I can vouch for that. And now actually yeah, that was, but maybe I have, no, I don't have knight d7. Yeah, this is annoying. Hmm. I don't know how to bring my rook in the game. That's my problem. Hmm. Okay. Ah, taking too long here. Okay, I'm just gonna do this, which is not ideal, but I didn't see what else to do. Yeah, this is very good for my opponent, but Let's see if I can find some counter play. Okay, check and bishop f4 makes a lot of sense to cement my bishop here somehow. Okay, let's try to again try to zone in, but it might be a bit too late. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good move. This g5. Yes, yes. So far been playing really well. No mistakes by him. If I can win one of these pawns, that would give me some good compensation. Okay, he's threatening a cheapo. So I go king f8. He wanted to take. King f4. Rook c6. Yeah, yeah. Uh, Now I need to make a decision. And I guess I should probably just allow him to take this pawn. Yeah, I'm very low on time. Okay. Oh, I missed that. Yeah, I'm losing. Losing. Yeah. Sad. Sad. Let's see what happened here. I some my opening went. I should go. Yeah, and I should not allow. I go bishop d7, bishop c6, and I'm actually doing quite okay. If you play knight d5, I was scared of this. Yeah, I should have gone bishop d7, bishop c6. Yeah, very interesting opening by him. Knight f3. Tough. Yeah, and then yeah, he played quite well. And the unlucky thing is if I take, he has bishop d3 and rook f4. And then he takes my yeah, nice game by him. Nice game. Okay. That was tough. Okay, let's see how Justin is doing. He is winning. He is winning. Harshit versus Harsha. Yeah, and Harsha won, yeah. Unbelievable. Nobody played well, so well played. Well played to him. Uh any interesting things happening? Yeah. Okay. So now I need to basically play a bit faster and trust my instincts. Drink some water. Yeah, it's 3 plus 2, so that's why the game takes a bit longer. Yeah. Yeah, no, I need to. Also, I'm playing a classical tournament right now, so I'm used to taking my time. But now suddenly I need to play quickly, so I need to adjust myself. But okay, now guys, I will try my best. Vamos. Wins and losses तो होते रहते हैं. You should, as long as I'm having fun or you're having fun, it's all good. Yeah, Jospam is doing it in a very good old fashioned way. Checkmate. Yeah, G3 was made, so he's on full points. Innocent guy is winning again with black. Very curious to know who this is. Very strong. This is the last game remaining. So after this, the games will start. Oh, maybe one more game is there. Okay, a lot of players on full points. So and only top four qualify. So need to lock in, as they say. Yeah. So he won. Oh, and okay. So all games are done. Actually, I have a banana. Maybe that will give me the energy I need to compete in this tournament. Okay. Tetsenko Danish. A4. A Karokan. Knight C3. I was actually tempted to go for the alien gambit because I've been getting a lot of videos from Witty Alien um on YouTube, like on my like recommended videos. So I've been watching some of his shorts. Okay, bishop b2, and the point is if it oh, sorry, sir, your bishop has nowhere to go. Your bishop is trapped. Trapped. Okay, but what is the best way to take it? Where's king d2 makes sense. Knight before just a3. Winning a piece. So the banana really did give me the energy I needed. So I take. Hmm. come back. F6, B4. Maybe I can sacrifice a pawn now. Okay, rook D1. Okay, he goes G6, but I smell some tactics here. I smell tactics, guys. Can you see it? It's takes, and 95. I think this works. Let's try. Knight takes E5. Boom. Boom. If he takes, check and check. And take the rook, I mean. Yes. Rook E7. Is it time for more tactics? Boom. Takes the pawn. Check. Improve. And then just take on. I'll pre-move bishop F6. Bam. Now I hit both the rooks. His king is also close to be check. Maybe I'll throw in another check. Now I'll take and check and I win the bishop. Finito. Finito. That was a quick win. Let's go. Let's go. Quick win. Oh, yes. No, you guys are supporting me. That's very, very nice of you. Hi, Anubhav. Okay. So there are obviously a lot of games going on. We finished very quickly. Actually, let's see if we can do this. Let me see if I can go on Lichess and see what's happening. Uh, wow. Okay, let me see if you guys can see this. Uh, I'm watching the game of, I don't know how visible this is to you. So it is, yeah. So Esipenko actually, he qualified to the World Cup. He's playing against Jawok, who many people thought is a favorite. He's actually worse with white now. Esipenko is better. Man, if he wins this game with black, that's going to be huge. He can reroute the bishop from e6 to f7 to h5. That would be huge. The worst, it's kind of in front of its own, blocked by its own pawns, has no mobility. Suddenly it can reroute itself to h5. Okay, so Esipenko is, oh, and he plays bishop f7. Man, this guy is doing really well here. What about Pragu? He had a very good preparation from the opening. He's currently up a pawn, but I guess Anish has enough counterplay. I think Anish will get knight e5, f3. This knight is not going anywhere. I think Anish will hold this actually. Even though Prag is a pawn up, I have a feeling that Anish won't lose this. Because he goes bishop e1. And now I think that actually, I can do this, yeah. I did not know this, but look at this, guys. On the Endgame website, we can actually follow it from here. Very interesting. So I can click here, FIDE candidates, and it it gives us the link to the chess-based broadcast, but there is also the games here. So we can just look from here actually. So Prag goes bishop e1, and okay, let's turn on the evaluation bar, and I was saying that yes, some actually Prague is slightly better, but I feel that 95 and F3 Anish has some chances to hold this. But yeah, Prague in the driver's seat being a pawn up. Oh, and this game actually I'm very curious about. The American Derby. The American Derby is happening here, guys, between Fabi and Hikaru. Two people which many people thought are favorites. Hi, Nalan. So this game, what's the material count? Six pawns for Fabi, six for Hikaru. And it looks like Hikaru has a 15-minute advantage on the clock. A very good knight on d4. I think Hikaru is doing quite well here actually. Oh, let me make sure that I don't forget about my own tournament that I'm playing. Let's see where that is. Here, bam. Okay, okay. There are still a lot of games going on. So we can take a look at the candidate. So Fabi, okay, bishop c3. Oh man, I see a cool trick. So if white plays bishop c, okay, so I need to know why, how to make analysis here. Does this have an analysis function? It says, okay, maybe not yet, or maybe I don't know how to do it, but otherwise I'll ask them to add the analysis function. So Fabi is doing well here. Anish, teeny tiny bit. By the way, this guy Esipenko. Oh, look at this. He rerouted one bishop from e6 to f7 to h5. Now he can reroute the other bishop as well from d8 to a5. And then we're going to have two bishops on the edge of the boards. Esipenko has this bishop on e5 really wishes it was not there so that the knight could have jumped in. And let's also quickly see how the women's section is going on. Divya versus Anna Muzichuk seems to be completely drawn. Yeah, I feel like this game will end in a draw. Rook b4. If black takes, rook c5, and this pawn falls. And then the game of Zhu Jinner is probably going to be a draw as well, I feel. By the way, the opening of Zhu Jinner was like, I was something I was very impressed by. Look at this, h6, f4. Just simply not defending the knight here. And the point is that if takes, then I guess f5, which kind of happened in the game. Um, and then the bishop on g4 has nowhere to go. And she was better, but Tan Zhongyi also like taking on g6 with f pawn. Fantastic play. By the way, I have no battery. Mamma mia. Let's run. Get some battery. Okay. That would have been. And it's, please work, Mr. Charger. Bam. And okay, I think I got it. Yes. Okay, we're good. And then Stan Zhongyi defended very well, and it's going to head towards a draw, I think. Okay. What about the tournament? Three players with full points. We still have some chances. Jospem just defeated Benjamin Bock. So Jospem takes the lead. Um, yeah, Vaishali actually is in a tough spot against Bibisara because she has a bishop pair, the knight on b2 completely restricted by the pawn on b5. Not looking good for Vaishali. Not looking good for her. If Abi will win this, I can bet Sagar Shah's house on it. It's I'm not so sure. I think Hikaru will I think Hikaru will not lose. Okay. Let's get back to my tournament. Only one game remaining. And I'm sorry because I'm playing a tournament, I'm unable to keep an eye on the chat very well. Because when my game is going on, I because of fair play, I shouldn't look at the chat. That's the reason why I'm not checking your guys' comments very often. There's one game going on, but black is completely winning, of course. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure what's happening in this game. There we go. Somehow, don't play queen c7 and stalemate. We check queen d7 and game up. What is happening? Finally, finally, what? And he doesn't checkmate. Interesting. Knight. Why? Okay, finally, that game is over. Okay, so now I'm probably gonna start playing some strong players. I'll play some strong player now, I think. Tamo, Jerry, Yospem, and Mi Terrible are the only players with full points. Let's see whom I get. I get zero offs. Grandmaster, okay. Okay. So Sicilian, F4, G6, following the game of Prague from today. Yeah, this is exactly that, but without the inclusion of A4 and A6. Queen E1, H6 is possible. Um, well, let's go bishop E6. And this is exactly what happened today, actually, in Prague and Anish's game. And it's crazy that both of us are playing it, yeah. But white had A4 and A6 basically. I feel like this should help me because A6 created a weakness on the B6 square. So I guess this is a better version for me. He goes knight G5. I haven't seen this. Doesn't make too much sense to me because I can just play H6. Ah, but he has Queen F7, sorry. And if long castle, I don't see what's the problem with long castles. Hmm. Maybe bishop e5, maybe. It takes, I take the rook. Bishop f4, I was expecting. Very complex. Here's h4. Hmm. I mean, hmm. Does he want to take my pawn on h6 or? Yeah, king. Mm-hmm. What to take with? Blundering mate. Looks dangerous for me. Oh, I've gone to the rook. Ah, very stressful game. Oof. Yeah. Oof. That did not work out very well. Let's see. Ah, I was take on f4 and then yeah, bishop f4. I should have and knight d8. I have bishop e3 check. Wow. Hmm. Besides that, wow, pretty decent game. Besides that one mistake by me, and then I mean with 15 seconds, it's just with 5 seconds, it's just very hard to play. Yeah, and then bishop f6 he got nice. Yeah, tough game. Tough game. Yeah. Okay. One last game remaining. Mm-hmm. From 3 out of 5. That was a tough loss. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this game will take a very long time, I think. Titan Sharma. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 30 seconds after 30-second break after this game finishes. Yeah, I guess like when you're speaking and playing, you should try to keep more time on your clock in general. So you should try to play very quickly, I guess. Because when you're with down to about 10 seconds, it becomes very difficult to explain your thoughts when you play. But I mean, actually, my opponents played quite well as well. Like it was a pretty well played game, both of the games that I lost. Okay, so how does this game work? They have been playing for, so the pawn was captured 73, now it's 93. By the way, I will say this that the clock is very accurate on this platform. Because I remember I at some point my hand slipped and I only had like point 0.3 or point 0.4 seconds, but it allowed me to make my move, which was nice. Okay, I hope, yeah, I hope I fade back. Obviously, it's a draw. The knight is knight f1, knight h2 back. Okay, he just takes. Yeah, draw. Okay. Oh, oopsie. So let's go back to my event. Yeah, I'm 21st now, so things not looking very good right now at the moment. Tamo Jerry is on full points, and MI Terrible is on 4.5 out of 5. Okay, playing Nugget. Mm-hmm. Let's put this line. A3 and take bishop D3. White is considered to be slightly better with his bishop pair. Yes. Thinking takes, knight takes. Okay. And take castle. Okay. Let's go bishop B7. Hmm. Bishop E3 is somewhat logical, I guess. Oh, bishop E2 knight D4. Huh? G4 knight D4. Maybe I should push the queen. Let's C4. Although I don't really want to make that move. Or maybe I should make this move. Because where does the queen go? E5? Maybe it's a good square. Then I want to go queen C2. Ideally, I would love to. Okay, goes back there, but now I guess bishop E4. And I at least get these nice bishops here. Yeah, this looks good for white. Okay. I want to go queen h5, queen h6, and invade. Okay, queen e7, queen f3 makes some sense. Actually, queen f3 is a nice trap. Because if knight e5, bishop h7. He doesn't fall for it. And go rook c1, just defend. But he might want to go f5 actually. So let me go queen, let's say g3 or yeah, queen g3. Threatening some bishop h6 ideas. Yeah, f5 is considering. He goes for it. He goes for it. So if I come here, maybe I'll just take. Yeah. b3, I cannot allow e5 for sure, I guess. So maybe bishop f4 is smart. If rook c6, bishop d6, and bishop f8. But he does have rook g4 in the end of that variation. Oof, rook c4 is powerful. Yeah, it does it. Wow. Hmm. Okay. Try to exchange that rook. Now on rook c7. And also h4, h5, h6 is quite typical. Okay, he goes there. I don't see any other good way than to do this and this. Go bishop e5 next, and He has some problems with the g7 pawn. I mean, of course, I'm not better, but being down a pawn, I have very good compensation because bishop e5 and my bishop is very happy. Yeah, maybe a prophylactic move because he wanted queen d1, queen g4, I think. If queen d1 now, okay, goes there. Bishop e5 makes sense. Mm. Yeah, now queen d3. I obviously don't want to trade the queens. Yeah, he goes back. Now queen c3. And you see some problems, yeah, for the g7 pawn. If I take, can I take? Let's try. If he takes, I take the bishop here. Okay, and bishop e5 back next is my move. We're doing good on the clock. Queen g3 next. And he goes there. He's still queen g3. He goes there. Bishop to queen g5. Oh, that looks like a big mistake. That looks like a big mistake. So check. Is it some sort of a puzzle rush? Bishop g7 theme. Check, check, and bishop h6. This wins, right? This wins because he cannot prevent both. Check, just f4 maybe. And that's all. Checkmate. Nice. Nice. At least we win that. I mean, we are still not doing very well, but at least we win the game. Exactly. Let's see anyone here. Thanks a lot, guys, for your support. Hi, Dilik. Like, we are 4 out of 6. And Damo Jerry is on 5.5. So he drew against MI Terrible. Uh-huh. By the way, any games here? Uh, any updates in the candidates? I'm so curious actually what's gonna happen. So so we go to watch live events candidates. Wow. So Esipenko is still better. Prague actually is putting a lot of pressure on Anish. And Anish has 9 minutes. Man, maybe Prague will win the first game. Right from the opening, he was putting a lot of. And look at this opening, so similar to one of the games that I played. My opponent played knight g5 here, basically. That was the only difference here. But very, yeah, Prague now he took this pawn on h7 and is a pawn up. So very good chances to win. And actually in this opposite colored position, maybe Fabiano is trying to win even though the material is completely equal. Because the bishop again cannot put pressure on the pawn on f2, whereas the white bishop puts pressure here. That's the key difference. So we are getting to see a lot of imbalances already. I'll just quickly check the women's board as well. We have draw between Divya and Anna Muzichuk. Probably a draw between Zhu Jinner's game as well. Three, actually, all boards in the girls are likely going to end in a draw. Peaceful start, I think. Peaceful result here. So we'll check now my tournament, and yeah, it's going to start soon. And then we'll try to keep an eye on uh, the candidates event as well. Because in the men's section, Prague is likely going to win. My opponent says GG's. GG's. Okay. One last game remaining and should be over soon. Yeah, black is just up 2 points. So, yeah. Yep. So the games will start any moment now. I'm on 4 out of 6, 20th place currently. I need a miracle. Need a miracle to qualify. Let's see if I can get it. Let's see if I can get the miracle. But people are struggling. Even Pengli Min GM is on 3 out of 6. Okay, I'm playing Parthi chess. Matchdorf. Fine. Bishop e6. Yes, castle is fine. Oh no, my pawn. No, if it takes, I have queen b6 check. So I saw that. I guess what do they do? They do rook c8 here. Like just allowing. Or queen. I like rook c8. And queen b6 now. Goes back, but this looks wrong. It feels like what he's doing is wrong. I have rook e8. Okay. Knight c4 is tempting. Hmm. Yeah, knight c4 is pretty tempting. Why not? Now knight e3, right? Oh man, did I blunder this? Ah, I mean, ah, this is so stupid of me. I can't even defend. Ah, I can play knight c4 back. Okay, okay, okay. Oof, I can just come back, right? Okay, okay. Oof, I thought I just blundered. I did not. We're alive. We're alive, boys. We're alive. Oh my. Some reason I thought queen f2 wins the piece, but okay, I have knight c4 back. Calm down. Generally, this rook c3 is a good exchange sacrifice if black can ever get it. Even if it's an endgame, because white. Yeah, so he goes there. Maybe I'll come back to e5 and admit that, my maneuver of knight c4 was not that good indeed. By the way, bishop e3, oh, no, it was knight d4. Yeah, rook c3, now he can take the queen. That's not very ideal. Knight, yeah, knight g6, I don't. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I have to go knight g6 to just prevent this queen from putting pressure here. Knight f5 is a move. By the way, knight f5, rook c3, queen c3. If I take here, there is queen g7 mate. I can't do anything like that. Okay, but he's taking his time. There's still no moves by him. Interesting. It's a long thing. There he goes there. You just push it back. Hmm. Yes, I should take knight e5 back. Bishop h6, bishop f8. I'm in control here, I guess. Well, in the sense that like I'm not losing anything. Oh, queen b2 now. Yes, this works. Because if he takes here, I take the c3 knight. Take another pawn. Knight e4 I have. Things have gone wrong. Yeah, he just resigned. He just resigned. Yeah. Okay. So we move on to 5 out of 7. We move to 5 out of 7, which is better than 3 out of 5. I lost to a GM 0 offs. और फिर उसके बाद I'm not sure whom I lost to, but he played really well actually. Let's see whom did I lose to. Harsha. Actually, yeah, I lost to Harsha. I'm not sure who that is, but I am. He's an I am. He's an I am. Okay, back to following what's happening in the candidates. We have, oh, we go to watch, we go to candidates, and Prague is winning now. I mean, well, he has more than +1 advantage, and Anish needs to make 5 moves. Let's see. Can I watch these guys stream? Oh wow, they are also following the game of Prague and Anish. Very cool. Sagar and Amruta are following the game of Prague as well. And for a reason, because He's up a pawn. The knight can now come back to g5. And Prague is doing very well. And Fabi, like in this completely equal looking position, he's now, I guess, going to bring like go queen d1 and then somehow go rook h for rook g4. I think that's his idea. And even rook h for rook f4. And the engines evaluate this as +1. So Fabi and Prague might be the two winners today. Anish goes rook h5. Okay, now knight g5 only move, I guess, because it hits the knight. Prague is just making sure, I guess. So wow, Fabi is going to. That will be huge if Fabi defeats Hikaru, and then everyone's prediction that Fabi is going to be a big favorite is true. Okay, how many games? A lot of games remaining. Did we win that quickly? I guess so, yeah. And Jospim is losing. Man, this is a tough tournament. Jospim is also losing. I'm against Mi Terrible. Because he's down 2 pawns and yeah, and now it just takes, yeah. You just take and it's completely over. Or rook d5. Wait, yeah. A2 and it's all over. Rook d1 next. Yeah. And Jospim loses. Jospim is going to lose. Queen. Yes. No, I don't think white has any drawing chances. Rook a4. Rook a. Oh, wait. Wait. Is winning? Must be, right? Yeah, e4, king e5, I guess. How does black win? Yeah, e4, king e5 somehow. Wow. E4 check, maybe he will. No, king d5. Oh, now king d5, king d4. Yeah, no, Jospim could not have allowed this, but I guess he had no option. And now king c3, maybe king d3 is enough. Yeah. I think this should be winning now. King c4. Oh, king d5, knight e7 check. What a trick. What a trick by Jospim. And maybe Jospim can hold now. Okay, let's do quickly check. Yeah, Prague played h4, rook h5, knight g5, knight f6, and rook e6 now gives Prague a decisive advantage with only 2 minutes for Inish. So Prague is on the verge of winning, and actually Fabi has a it's his advantage is growing because rook e1 and he now controls the e line as well. Okay, now yeah, this is a draw. So Mi Terrible, who was completely winning, he fails to convert. He fails to convert that advantage. Very surprising. He had so much time. Yeah, and they just made a draw. So 5 out of 7, and I'm on in ninth position. So I still need a miracle to finish in top four with 4 rounds to go. I need a miracle. Ooh. Okay. Untapped potential. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll just go C4 maybe. Why is he thinking so long here? Interesting approach. Knight F6 back. Okay, let's just quickly develop. It's great to have a time advantage. Knight C3. Yeah, so sometimes Knight F3 is a good move. And I think I'll do that because the knight on D7 doesn't really have a good square. So even though I waste a move, the knight on D7 is actually quite passive. The knight on D7 hasn't realized its potential, if you know what I mean. Okay, he's playing very slowly. H3 makes sense to prevent bishop G4. Okay, bishop F5. I'm somewhat tempted by B3. I don't know if I need to play this move. Queen B3 makes sense to have C5. Knight E4, C5, bishop E6 he wants or what? I'm curious to understand because this looks very promising for all. Bishop E6 now. Hmm. Queen C2. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Knight C4. Hmm. And just play rook E1. Hmm. Yeah, pretty much trade. Mm-hmm. E5. E4 is tempting. And D5 next. Hmm. Bishop C3 or rook D1 simply. Yeah, I mean, I've developed my pieces. I've did good pawns in the center. Should be slightly better for white. Yeah, and now maybe I can even try to trade the dark squared bishop since the pawn on e4 kind of restricts black. Yeah, he doesn't want to trade. I can try to like just repeat once to see what he wants. Okay, he doesn't. Okay, so I'll think bishop c3 and then bishop f1. And now I'm even threatening g4 somehow. Okay, he was there. Yeah, I'll just make sure e3 never works. Okay, queen h4. I don't think g4 is crazy actually. I think it's quite decent. Bishop g2, putting pressure here. Yeah, f5, right. 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 I thought it's risky, but yeah, it makes sense. He has to do this. What now? Oh, he takes with the bishop. Very interesting. Okay, maybe I'll offer him a queen trade. See what he wants to do. If he doesn't, he needs to think about the c7 pawn as well. He goes back. Did d6. And now I just need to go bishop f1 and c5. I'll start with this. Bishop f1. Check. Bishop e6. Right? Okay, check makes sense. It goes there. Queen c3 is possible. Rook c5. Bishop g5, queen g5, d5. Uh-huh. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, very little time. But my position is very, very good. So I think it should be enough. Now he's getting back ranked. Yeah. Yeah. Nice game. Nice game. We go on to 6 out of 8. And we still need a miracle, as there are 4 players on 6.5. 3 more rounds to go. And whom did Yosef drew? Tamu sharing. They just agreed to a draw. Interesting. Yospem beat Ohamian. And one more game is going on. And is anything happening in any updates in the candidates? Let's check. Okay, yeah, Prague has a close to winning advantage, and so does Fabi. Yeah, Fabi has a huge advantage. But Hikaru has 5 minutes to make his last move, and I think then they reach the time control. But yeah, Fabi in great position to win his first game. Four draws very likely incoming in the women's section. And Sindarov is better? Oh my god, in the time scramble, Sindarov is suddenly better now. Oh, he gave up his bishop. Oh, game started. Oopsie. Okay, okay. My game started. Yeah, I played Yosef last week and he drew. We made a draw. Okay, I'll go C3 this time. Okay, D6. Mm, okay, bishop C4. C4, castle. D6, bishop D3. Okay, I guess queen E2. Mm-hmm. Takes. Okay, just support the pawn. Around equal. Maybe black is slightly better. Although white is very solid. And because of the pawn on h6, his king doesn't really hasn't really solved back rank issues. Oh, I see a cool trick as well. Like somehow, if he ever takes my bishop here, and if I get a check and queen d3, I can get his rook. So interesting trick to watch out for. Yeah, and like for example, now rook c1 is a move, I guess, because he cannot take because of back rank. Bishop e4, check. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a bit tricky. And I did have rook c7. Oh, it was there. Hmm. Yeah, bad move by me. Very bad. Hmm. Gonna be difficult, but let's see. We can hold this. Yeah, that's a good move too. But now it's unclear. Yeah. GG's by him. Yeah. Nice game by him. Rough. Uh, yeah, this was a bit unpleasant for me to play. I think bishop g5 was not very smart. Yeah, I should have gone a3. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that definitely puts me, makes it almost impossible to qualify now. I guess two more rounds to go. If I won, I was actually leading the tournament. Wow. That's the difference, yeah, of one round. That's the difference of one round, I guess. Okay. We'll check candidates as usual. And Sindarov won, basically. Wow. Sindarov won his game. What a finish by Sindarov, winning his first game. That was an incredible turnaround. Fabi continues to put pressure, and Prague is close to winning. Wow. Three results we are going to get to see. Yes, Sindarov won, Asipenko resigned. Incredible. Incredible. What happened? Any move? Yeah, 91 taken by Anish. But in the rook endgame, it's very interesting, by the way. It's going to be king e1, rook g2, rook f4, and I guess white will push a5 at some point. And the question is if white is winning there. Uh-huh. Interesting. Oh, wow. What a defense by Benjamin. No, that's he just blundered. King h3, he should try, I guess. King h3 was a good try. No, bishop f3 stalemate, but okay, he just resigned. Yeah, I mean, if I drew, at least I had chances, but now it's very tough. Let's see if I have any hopes if I win the last two games, maybe. Okay, Ditch. Ah, it was f3 and I pre-moved this. Okay, it's fine. Just trying to play quick, not necessarily good, but in blitz it's can be fine, I think. H4 is okay. What? Yes, I don't think what he did makes a lot of sense. Yeah, H H5, that looks scary, so I guess I'll try to create my own counterplay. If he takes, I take with the knight because I want to keep it solid. Solido. Oh, okay. Probably shouldn't check candidates during my tournament. Okay, he takes, I take, takes, I take. I can just cemento with rook h8. Cemento. Okay, what do I do now actually? Yes, I ignore. Like f6, I'm afraid that the g6 pawn becomes soft. So I'll actually ignore it by going king f7. Not too worried about this pawn because it opens up my rook at least. Okay, it was there. Hmm. Okay, I'll try to put pressure here. Yeah, it takes finally. I take king b1. I guess I go queen f5 to threaten b4, but rook g5 now. Aha. Rook g5 is a strong move. No, I tricked you. Aha. That was my trap. That was my trap. And now queen a to rook c8. But yeah, if I won the last game, I would have been on the verge of qualifying. Now it's, even if I win this game, it's tricky. But okay, let's not get into the past. Knight f4. And how can I, does black have, oh yes, I have knight e2 and queen c2 mate. Yeah, it feels like black should have a strong threat, and it is knight e2 waves. How does black win? I see it. So I take, I go queen a1, and I take here. I think that's the way. Yeah. And now I guess I can just take. Should be. Yeah, he resigns. Yeah, good game, but with one more round to go, I think qualification is difficult. Difficulte. But maybe if I play one of the top players here, like Vismuth or something, and if I win, maybe I have some chances. Let's see. Let's see. So, yeah. Yeah, Yosef, zero fits, and yeah. Yeah, a lot of games are going on. So maybe we can quickly check the candidates. By the way, how are you guys doing? Okay, so how does, it's clear that Fabio has a huge advantage, but how does he like finish it off? Yeah, because all of white spaces are in perfect position. But what's the breakthrough? He can even in some moment play, okay, he goes bishop e4, threatening queen f5, queen h7, I guess. Like, let's say rook e8. Okay, I'm very curious actually if we can analyze here, because I think if they can add that function, that would be great. Because right now I don't think that I can insert moves. Okay, so Fabi's idea is somehow to go queen f5, queen h7, and then try to put pressure on the black's king, I think. And Prague has not made his move yet. Oh, I guess he's considering something like h7. Interesting. But he should take. That's like the only move to keep his advantage. So critical moments in those games. And Goriachkina Lagno is this 3 versus 2, but I think it will be end in a draw. Okay. Okay, some important games, yeah. Okay, yeah, there are a lot of, I don't think I can qualify with my score. I'll be close, but yeah, I don't think qualify. Okay, what's happening? Okay, yeah, they're making some moves. And Hikaru is thinking. So only 3 games are going on. And we've only had one result so far, which was Sindarov won his game. How did that happen actually? I think Bishop f3 was like an unbelievable decision by Asipenko. I think he thought that he's winning the d4 pawn, but he missed something. He missed this queen h5 idea, I guess. Because otherwise, there is no reason to give up this bishop. I mean, black had such a good position. Yeah, bishop f3 was a very surprising decision. And after this, queen h5, he gave up an exchange. And bishop a4, I mean, things just completely fell apart for him. Wow. And Sindarov wins his first game. Wow. Pragu is still thinking, and Hikaru is thinking. Okay, that's the update right now. Let me refresh this tournament. No, really, these many players are still playing. Wow. Mhm. Yeah, 8 out of 10. If someone is on 8 out of 10, I think that's qualification. So 8.5 probably qualifies out of 11. Although maybe I have some chances. Like, but my book holes are also not very good. My tie breaks. So even if I get 8 out of 10, bench actually the fourth place right now is 7 out of 10 as well. So, hmm. But Yosef is winning, so he's gonna move on to 8 out of 10 as well. Uh-huh. Yeah, Yosef is very good. Yeah, he's just up a rook. Although black has no checks with the king on f3, but yeah, just h6 should be over. Mhm. Let's see. If there, if this is a critical moment in Prag's game, and he does take the knight on e1. Okay, he does take it. He finds the best move. Let's go. And now Anish maybe is mathematically lost in the sense that maybe practically has chances, but objectively it might be lost for him because these pawns can be blockaded with a5. Uh-huh. Okay. I think all games are about to be done. Refresh. Oh, some games are going on. Yeah, I think actually 8 out of 10 might qualify, but my tie breaks are not very good. So that's the problem. Like I need some sort of a miracle, which, yeah. So if you have same, even if I have the same points, I think they choose the top four players from tie breaks, which is unfortunate. And now just rook g6 is a draw, right? Why doesn't black just take the pawn? Because it's the wrong colored bishop. Bishop b4 was a decent try, I guess. Yeah. And now he really needs to take the, yeah, take the pawn. Yeah. And draw. Yeah. Draw. So three players with eight, one with 7.5. Can I get a miracle to qualify? I want to play Benjamin because he has good tie breaks, and if I beat him, I will move up. Let's see if I can get a miracle. somehow. Okay, I'm playing Benjamin. Okay, and now it's a must-win game. Okay, bishop b4, maybe so. And c2, castle, a3, takes, um, 45, takes, b6, bishop a6. Okay, what do they do here? H6, I guess. Hmm. Actually forgot the theory here. Okay, it's fine. Not a big deal. I kind of want to try c5. DC 97. Hmm. 97 is fine. Queen c2. Maybe now try c5 finally. Not sure how good it is, but looks interesting. Looks very interesting. If DC, I go queen c7. That was my idea, and at least he takes. Queen e7 makes sense as well. Queen c7 is what I wanted to do initially, but I see that he has some queen c3 move. So I'll just go queen e7, I guess. Hmm. Yeah, he takes. I can go knight d7, but maybe it's too much to do that. I'll just take. Okay. Just develop maybe. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ambitious move. Huh? Okay, I want to go rook d8. Take rook d8. Oh, he's really taking his time here. Hmm. So my idea is to go rook c8 next and just try to go rook c2. He does have queen d6, but I don't think I'm very afraid of that. Because even if I trade, my rook can infiltrate. Wow, he's really not deep tank here. Okay. Checking h7 is fine, I guess. Knight 4 looks wrong, to be honest. I'll activate my queen. Mhm. Okay, queen d5. He was there. I have 93. Take. I'm winning. Let's go. But still need to, focus. Take your. Wait, I just blundered something. Blundered something badly, I think. Oh my God, why did I do that? What did I do? Oh my God. Yeah, it was very bad. Ah, oh wow. Yeah, I was completely winning, and then okay, at least the good thing is it wouldn't have mattered because the four players have 8.5, so I wouldn't have qualified. But yeah, tough, 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 tough. Yeah, okay, I'll tell you what happened. So when I entered this position and he played Rook H4, I kind of thought that he doesn't have this a pawn and I'm just up. So I can probably just play D4 and try to win like this. Um, yeah, I mean, overall a good game, but I just like made that one stupid mistake there. Let's see the opening. Like, what am I supposed to do here? Queen A4, H6 was fine. And Queen E7. Queen D7 is okay. And Knight D5. C5. This was interesting try. Okay, fun event. I had a good time. My play a bit shaky. Congrats to these top four players for qualifying, and I hope to actually play this event again and qualify because I'm motivated now. For now, the candidates is happening, so I'm going to probably go and quickly check what's happening there. But yeah, thanks to Endgame.ai for inviting me to play this event, and overall a pretty smooth platform. Like I have no complaints there. Um, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me. If you did, I couldn't comment it as much because I was playing, but yeah, it was a fun experience. So bye bye for now, and see you soon somewhere. Bye. Can we stop? Bye.